Welcome to anybody watching. So today, hopefully this is an interesting video, hopefully an informative one as well. As it says in the title, it's going to be about the fake or replica Seiko Presage cocktail times that are out there. I've made this video because in the last, I'd say, month or two, I've seen quite a number of replica Presages on eBay, and obviously a lot of people have bought them and they're trying to resell them, and there seems to be this gap where people don't know. I actually fell victim to this a couple of months back. Not to make it sound too dramatic or anything, I bought a Presage. I think it was on for about £160. I thought, yeah, good deal. I actually bought it with the plan to sell it on. And as I bought it, I put it up for sale, and there was one eBayer. He actually messaged me, gave him the details, telling me the watch is fake, etc., etc. Told me what to look out for, which obviously pushed me to sort of research into the matter. And lo and behold, it was a fake or a replica, and I found that quite strange because coincidentally, me and a friend, we were just talking about the fake industry in watches. And I just said to him, like, I wouldn't think that people would be out there faking Seikos, because to fake a watch, it still takes some effort. So, you've got like Rolex, tags, all the top brands that have been faked, and you can understand why. But Seikos, I thought that's a bit strange. But anyway, yeah, it was a fake. I haven't got the fake one with me at the moment because I did resell it, but don't worry, I didn't sell it as a genuine. I sold it as a recreation or a copy, replica, whatever it was, and actually find out where they're coming from. So there's an eBayer from India called Vintage Watch Guy, and he sends these Seikos out. But in all fairness to him, he does advertise them as part watches. I put in his listing something along the lines of it's been put together with his in-house watchmakers, possibly in the back of a shop or in the back of a shed or something, but he claims he uses genuine aftermarket Seiko parts. I mean, you can speculate on that. Yeah, so people have been obviously purchasing them. The biggest, I think, issue is when somebody sells it on as a genuine and they know it isn't. So a few watches have made it through, and I think the person I bought it off must have known it was a fake, because when I did challenge him, he didn't really, argue enough. He just said, "Oh, I didn't know." And what I did, rather than get a refund, I actually got a massive partial refund. And the reason being is, when I actually had the watch, pretty decent watch, nice replica. It's a shame I don't have it here because I could have gone through with it. In terms of like the movement, I believe the movement was genuine because I had the watch for roughly 2 or 3 weeks, and it was a 4R35 movement, which is what I said on the back, and it actually was within the specifications of the original movement. It had good power reserve, pretty accurate. Even the hand winding, it didn't feel like out of place. It felt similar to the original, but of course at that point I didn't have an original Presage to compare it to. But I did know the difference visually, because the person who did mention it to me, he obviously provided me the pictures, etc. So I went online and I could check to see the difference. So as that replica goes, it is a really, really good watch, good replica. And but again, I think people should know the difference between the real one and the fake one. So this is what this video is about. And right here, what you can see is actually the genuine model. And I'd like to point out a few things on the actual original Seiko Presage. So if we were to have a closer look at the watch, just pay attention to the indices and the crystal profile, the crown, yeah, and the movement. Now, just on this, that is the biggest giveaway if the Presage you're looking at buying is genuine or real, because every replica I have seen, this rotating weight is actually silver, and where it says 4R35B, on the replicas it says 4R35A, and that's the only difference. I've just seen one on eBay recently where, see where it says Corp C0RP. Now on the fake one it says COEP, COEP, which is obviously a spelling mistake, so that's the biggest sort of indication that it's a fake and something not quite right there. Also on the serial number, where is it? Yeah, on the replicas the serial number is the same on every single one, but I will add, on the replica that I had, there was no spelling mistake on the actual weight, so further, which leads me to believe the one I possibly had and the others that I have seen don't have that spelling issue mistake, that they could have been genuine Seiko movements, because you got to think, obviously they did get the case from somewhere, you know. Bracelets obviously you can get from anywhere, so that's no proof or anything, but the crystal was pretty much similar. The dial was a really good dial. The ones I had, I had a blue one which was a replica as well, but that was the dial was a lot lighter, and on the white one you couldn't tell the difference between the original and the replica in terms of dial. The finish was exactly the same, and even this sort of ripples you see on the dial, that was the same. So what I'm going to do, I did take pictures of the replica, so I'll just post up a couple of pictures so you can actually see the difference between the original and the fake. So hopefully you know. So you can see this, the replica, the no gold weight on the back, and the genuine versus the replica. A couple of things on the pictures, like I mentioned, with the weight, that's a dead giveaway, and that should be enough. Now the other difference that does stand out is the actual crown. If you go back and look at the picture, you can see the splines on the crown are straight, and it doesn't actually look as nice as this, and this is what they call a cupcake sort of crown, where there's been some extra machining gone into this to give it this curvature and that style. So that is another difference. And like I said, the movement from the pictures and when I had the watch, it was fine, but I'm not going to totally knock that replica, because if you look at the pictures, it is a good watch. It looks nice. I had it for, as I mentioned, 2 weeks, and it worked absolutely fine. So in terms of owning a replica, especially that Presage, absolutely no issue. I think the issue comes in when it's being sold as the genuine thing, when it isn't. You know, value wise, tops of value I'd put on there is maybe 70-80 pounds on the replicas, which I think is if you paid that, enjoy it, why not? Any more, then obviously someone's taking the mick. So anytime I've seen the fake ones on eBay, I've messaged the people. Now 9 out of 10 sellers will be quick to take them off or amend the listing to point out that it's actually a recreation or a replica, whatever you want to call it. And there are 1 or 2 persistent sellers that will just keep it on, and then unfortunately you're going to have somebody who's slightly naive out there, as I was, and make the purchase, and then obviously that watch is going to keep going through the motions. So I was fortunate enough to actually buy the original. This is the original. Absolutely nice watch. There is one more slight difference, because what I contacted Seiko and I sent them pictures of the replica watch, and they pointed out something which the guy who informed me didn't point out, and that is the profile on the crystal. Now on the replica, the crystal comes up slightly, so it's more of a box shape, if that makes sense, but this has got a lower profile, So see the curvature on here, and it sort of is in line with the edge of the case. That one sticks out slightly, and there's a bit of distortion on the edges because of the way the glass is, obviously. The markers on the fake one are slightly distorted when you look at it straight on. And that's it. So this video was just basically to put it out there that there are fake Presage cocktails out there. And shockingly, I looked at Wish the other day and I saw they're faking literally a lot of Seikos now. So they're faking the turtle paddy. I wouldn't be too worried about that because just on the pictures it just looks a mess. Nothing's in proportion. So I don't think people who know about Seikos or watches, that stands out as a fake. Obviously there might be people out there that don't know and they might purchase it, but worryingly they do another on Wish, which is the Seiko Open Heart Premier. I'll just put it on here, this model. So this is the Seiko Premier automatic open heart version. Now I've seen this on Wish and in the pictures honestly it looks exactly the same, and that is kind of worrying because, you know, I bought this a couple of months ago. Now to me it looks genuine fully. I don't have no reason to believe otherwise. You know, it's stamped correctly, marked correctly, it's got the correct movement in there. There's no spelling mistakes or anything like that, and when you do Google the pictures of the back, everything does match up. I mean, the weight's got some cutouts over here, but yeah, having looked at the one on Wish, this made me doubt. Think, bloody hell, these people are going to some lengths to sort of replicate these watches. And there is a review on YouTube on the one bought from Wish, but I think the video is really gritty and you can't really see what he's saying, and I don't know, I didn't really like that review. So, because it didn't tell you much in terms of what to look out for and the differences. He mentioned something about the back having a white sticker with a red line, and if you receive it like that, but obviously you can take that off and someone can sell it on as a genuine Seiko, so you wouldn't know the difference. But sapphire glass on this model, so I do believe this is the genuine Seiko, just because of all the little features on the dial and all the different textures. So yeah, everyone just stay vigilant, and regarding the Presage, if you do get one, obviously look out for those indications that I've pointed out in the video and the pictures, and yeah, stay informed. Thank you for viewing, and if you have any comments, please leave them in the section below. Please like the video if you did like it, and subscribe to the channel. I will be posting up, well, I'm going to try to post regular videos. If you have any ideas, please let me know. I think I do want to post a video of my current collection, which should be coming up within a few days. Thank you. So I've just found the listing on eBay, and this is the one from India, and that's the watch.